everyone. I'm Chalmer and I'm here to discuss the sixth practicum. Okay, question one is robot status log creation. Here we are creating a text file to store the robot status. For that, we start with open off instead of regular open because when we use this statement, we don't have to write a closing statement. And we use file.write and we enter a statement, which means in hello.text we have this sentence in it. Okay, for the second program, reading robot logs. Here, we open the previous file and write R instead of W for reading because it's a keyword. And then we use a file.read lines. We print file.read lines, which means are the lines that are inside the previous inside hello.text will be read. And for the third program, which is appending new status, which means in here what we will be doing is we'll be adding a second line into the hello.text. So we use hello.text comma a and we write file.write. This is an extra line. Next, counting log entries. We count how many entries are in a log, and for that we access hello.text as a reading file, and then we write line count is equal to sum of one for line in file, which means we'll add one to itself for every line that is in a file, and then we print line count, which the number we get here is the number of log entries. And for the fifth program, um, is about the number robot events. That means the amount number of events that happen in a robot. For that, we open hello.txt as a reading file, and then we use is a for loop to for loop, and we use the keyword enumerate, which means for line in enumerate means for every line it gives a number, and we print as a line dot strip so that we get the numbered lines in a listed order. And the next one is message size calculation. For that, we take the hello.txt as a reading file, and we take the sentence and give it to a new variable called data. The way we do that is f.read. And for character count, we'll know the number of characters in the data using len of data. And this character count is the message size. Next, backup of robot logs. The original robot logs, we have the original robot logs, and let's say we need to keep it safe, so we need a backup. And for that, we access the original robot logs hello.txt comma r as a reading file, and we give the reading file into a new variable called called data as f.read, and then we close the original file, and then we open up the open up a second text file. Let's call it copy.txt for a backup, and we write the data onto copy.txt, and so we've created a backup. And next, resetting robot log file. Let's say you don't want any more logs in hello.txt because you've already made a backup. So what you can do is access hello.txt as a writing file, and you can write two apostrophes, which means now there is no data in hello.txt, which means it has been reset. Now for the ninth program, the last one, we have to check for log file availability. For that, first you have to it is to check if the log file that you created actually does exist. So you use import OS, which means the program has access to your computer, and you write os.path.exist hello.txt. It checks if hello.txt exists in your operating system, and if it does exist, it says file found. If it doesn't, it says file not found. And that is our sixth practicum.